Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents FHM 6, the Brass Bonanza series. Today we have Hartford hosting the Colorado Rockies. No, not the baseball team, but the hockey team that played in the late 70s and early 80s. Hello, everybody, and happy holidays. I'm Big Paulie coming to you. Well, as we last left you, Hartford was not doing well. It is now in the game calendar, March 14th, 1982. We're at 28 points. We are way behind. In fact, we're mathematically eliminated from making the playoffs already, or just about, because even if Hartford managed to win every game, they probably still wouldn't catch Quebec. So we're out of the playoffs already. Colorado is a different story. They're 30, 31, and 9, but they're 13, 16, and 6 on the road. Unfortunately for us, they are playing here. So we're going to play today's game with the Rockies of Colorado, who at one point were coached by Don Cherry, the guy from Canada, who talks about the 3-0 lead being the most dangerous lead in hockey. And I have set my lineups. We're going to drop the puck here, folks. Get this game over and done with. At this point in time, I'm recording this on December 20th, 2020. FHM 7 has now come out, and we will hopefully be getting to that next year. After this season is over with, we will probably make the transition to FHM 7 for simulations. I don't know if they will allow me to load this save into FHM 7. If not, we're just going to do something else. The backup plan being doing the Tampa Bay Lightning from when they began in 1992, 1993 onward. So Richard Brodeur is in goal for Colorado. Don Beaupre in goal for Hartford. Brodeur with a 903 save average to Beaupre's 879. Dennis Savard, 47 goals, 55 assists. I believe Savard in real life played with the Chicago Blackhawks. Mark Howe, 9 goals, 42 assists. His plus minus is minus 19, and if that's your best player, you're in trouble. You got a guy plus minus at 19. So let's go. Colorado with nice uniforms that kind of remind me of St. Louis's Blues. And we've gone 2 minutes, nobody with a shot on goal yet. Then Hartford registers the first shots. And Hartford with a scoring chance. And there you go. Staunton, assist from Rogers and Lance. 3:21 into the opening period. It's 1-0 Hartford. We've had some wild games past couple of weeks. We had an 8-8 tie with Detroit. And then Montreal in our last stream cleaned our clocks 11-2. So we'll see what happens today, but it might not be a good team, but there have been some exciting games. And we're midway through the first period almost, with still the 1-0 Hartford lead. Shots are 4-3 in favor of Hartford. So can they pull one off? Osborne called for interference for Colorado. Colorado looking like they will be a playoff team in this sim, which I don't think they ever did in real life, make the playoffs. 6.5 left in the first period. Both goalies cold. Beaupre at 54.5 and Brodeur at 52.4 in terms of their goaling rating. Can we get to the first period with the lead? Gordy Roberts of Hartford, 2 minutes for a minor hooking. If you ever wonder what the penalties are in hockey, go watch the opening few minutes of a movie called Slapshot, which I have mentioned on here before, one of my favorite sports movies. Hangsleben called for tripping. So now Colorado's still on the power play. The first period ends. They have a 10-8 shot lead, but it's 1-0 Hartford with 40 minutes to go. And We'll see what happens here. It's 12 shots to 8 in favor of Colorado. Looking forward to seeing FHM 7, but I wanted to complete this season on FHM 6 first. And then we will, if I could continue the series, we'll go into 82-83. Colorado with a scoring chance, it looks like. And we don't know yet. You ever notice how, there's the goal for Colorado. Really, Wilf Payment or Paimont or something, assist from Savard, and we're tied 1-1. Shots are 15-12. Now 16-12 in favor of Colorado. You ever notice how the game accounts of FHM 6 looks a lot like Football Manager? Football Manager looks like a game you could start playing and easily lose 8 hours doing, and you know, not even be a big soccer fan. I love the World Cup and I love some Premier League, but that's about all I'm involved in soccer. MLS just kind of sits there. I don't think there's a real big following in this country for soccer, but it's the world's game. You gotta love it. And Rod Ramage, to the sin bin for 2. So Hartford will go on the power play. Shots are now even 20-20. And Meeker roughing. So does Hartford have a 2-minute? Yes, they do. And Hartford's going to capitalize on it, it looks like. When you're 5-on-3, for at least for a few seconds, then have a 5-on-4 power play, you got to cash in. And there's your goal. Staunton lands in Rogers on the assist. It's 2-1 Hartford with 3:53 left second period. As we wind this second period down. And Leemanen. Assist from Sims and Tudor. It's 3-1 Hartford. So next week we should do the regular season closer. And then we come back the first week of 2021 and show you who won the Stanley Cup for 82 in this game. So far we've had St. Louis win in 1980 and Toronto won in 1981 in this game. So no Islander dynasty in this particular save. 4-1 Hartford. Carroll, assist from Howe and Lundholm. Cue up Brass Bonanza. We go to the third. It's 4-1. Hartford leading. Do 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 do. I'm not gonna have the actual tune being played. Brass Bonanza, one of my favorite sports songs. It definitely would be on my all-time sports album. Staunton, elbowing, or CD, as the cool kids say nowadays. He's picked up a penalty for elbowing, so Colorado goes on the power play. Looks like they will score here as they recap the last 30 seconds before the score. And let's see. Will Colorado score? If they do, it'll be a 4-2 game with a lot of time left to be played in the third period. And Don Cherry was right. The 3-goal lead. Most dangerous lead in hockey. And there's the goal. Rene Robert, or Rene Robert. Assist from Barry Beck and Denis Savard. And it's 4-2. So the next goal here will be critical. If there is a next goal. Shots are 25-24. Colorado playing good enough to win, but... And here's a scoring chance for Colorado, and there you go. 4-3. Savard, Beck, and Pierce on the assists. And here come the Rockies. Lundholm, a 2-minute penalty. So Colorado now with a power play. They lead in shots 27-24, and here they go again. And would you believe it, It's 4-4. Robert, John SMRKE Smirky, and Savard on the assists. And we have 11 minutes now left to go in the third period, and that 3-goal lead being dangerous. That proved to be true. Rogers sent off 2 minutes for a penalty. And Colorado can now take the lead. And they do. Smirky, assist from Savard, 5-4. Colorado leading. They went into this period with a 4-1 lead. Now they were trailing 4-1. Now they lead 5-4. We have 7 minutes left to go. Can Hartford get an equalizing goal? Time running short for them, 3 minutes. Colorado leading in shots, 36-30, 37-30. We're down to a minute. Hopefully Hartford pulled the goalie. But to no avail, Colorado comes back from the dead and wins 5-4. So how about them apples? Nobody had a bad game on either team. But Colorado with an inspired comeback. They met earlier in the year and Colorado won 9-5. Then they met in December and Colorado also won that 5-4. So the games have been close, and every time Hartford plays them, they always seem to score 5 times. Your stars of the game were Robert, Lance, and Savard. And Savard with 4 assists in the game. So Savard was the first star, Lance was the second, and Robert was the third. I read it upside down. So that's pretty much how it's been going for our poor Hartford Whalers. And somehow I haven't been fired yet as the GM of Hartford. That could happen too. But that's how it goes. So that has been the conclusion of this part number 29 of this series. I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back after the Sunday after Christmas to wrap up the 81-82 regular season. And if you are wondering, like I am, we'll show this before we go, how Wayne Gretzky is doing. I figure I might as well show you. Gretzky has 50. He doesn't even have the goals lead. This was the year in real life that Gretzky had a very big year, probably one of the biggest years in all of the NHL's history. He's got 131 points, but he is behind Mike Bossy for the goals lead. He has 57, and Gretzky's got 54. Points-wise, he's at 131, and he's 7 points ahead of Brian Trottier. Well, anyway, this has been Big Paulie coming to you, wishing you well, happy holidays, and a happy new year to all of you. Godspeed and God bless, and we'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.